If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Guys, today we have a 500k squad builder to showcase to you guys. In my opinion, I think this is the best 500k team you can possibly make in the game as of right now, because pretty much every single position is covered in this game, and there's two different ways you can do it as well with the two different players, but generally speaking, this is the best type of team that you can possibly make. So I actually made this type of team on both of the accounts, right, that I have, because it's honestly so effective to work with. Okay, so the first one is going to be your goalkeeper, right? Your goalkeeper is going to be Thibaut Courtois. It's actually worth spending the money on the goalkeepers in this year's game. A player like Donnarumma, a player like Courtois, both of these goalkeepers, very good. Goalkeepers in general can sometimes do very weird things in this game, but I'm telling you, these guys are going to save your life a lot, okay? Courtois was doing crazy saves for me. I even have his review if you guys want to go check it out. Very good goalkeeper. On the right side, we're going to have Varane as a center back. Now, very key things in this year's game, guys, is obviously taking a look at the play styles of the cards, right? So with Varane having the Anticipate Plus for possession-based challenges is absolutely brilliant. Varane still has that thing where like his unique body type is dribbling, his balance is low, like you don't care. This card is absolutely disgusting in game on a lengthy, very good center back. Definitely deserves to be over on that right-hand side. On the left-hand side, we have Kimpembe. And the reason why we have Kimpembe is because this guy's a beast every single year. He's just a very solid player. Saliba is also a very good choice as well, but you're going to see why I have the team set up the way that it is as of right now. But with Kimpembe, he also has a good playstyle, which is the block playstyle. The block playstyle is very good to work with as well. It's the playstyle plus version of it, which is increased reach when performing blocks and improved ability to make a successful block, right? So if you're blocking out shots and all that kind of stuff, it's a very noticeable playstyle to work with as well. But a very key thing here is the fact that this card is a left-footed player in the left center back position for your general build-up, right? So it's very important to have that. Your left back, super important position to upgrade for the way that the formations move, because this is going to be for the 4-2-3-1 from Ozio. So good. Mendy in the left back position, this guy is yet again an absolute monster in this game. This card honestly is going to last for a very large majority of the year for the links, for the fact that he's an absolute monster in game. 5-star weak foot, left-footed, high work rates. You give him a shadow chemistry style, he already has physical stats. This guy's a monster. I was using Theo Hernandez and I'm like, I need to get Mendy like right away. And the thing about Mendy's card is that he's such an easy linking setup, especially since Chouameni is one of those guys in this game, right? But yeah, Mendy, especially on that balanced instruction for that 4-2-3-1, absolutely brilliant. Right back, we have Llorente. Llorente is really good, really solid card, but he's not on the level of Varane, Kimpembe, and Mendy. But the right back position, it's hard to get like a full meta player there. Like even in last year's game, we never got like an absolute full meta card. We got full meta, but not like Camavinga shapeshifters level. We never got to that point with the right back positions, or even like the Capdevila card. That Capdevila card, I wish they made him a right back, because that would have been crazy to have Camavinga on the left and then Capdevila on the right. But Llorente is still very good, very cheaper. He's a cheaper option to work with, because he's like, I think 16k now, 14k now. You give him a shadow chemistry style, it's a good price for a card that provides you Liga Santander links where you require it, right? So this is the back five. This is the most important thing that you have to upgrade in your team, guys. It's the defense. The defense is the main priority for everybody's team. Whenever I play a draft and I don't have a good defense, I have so much trouble. I'm telling you guys, man, it's very hard to play the draft when your defense isn't good. Midfield. This guy's an absolute monster in this game. Fantastic defensive animations, medium-high work rates. Chouameni has all of the playstyles, man. Like, look, people were looking at Coquelin's SBC. Coquelin's SBC doesn't have these playstyles, man. All of these playstyles, incredibly noticeable in the game. He has fantastic defensive animations. This card is genuinely my new Palinha. I'm not even joking. Like, this card is absolutely brilliant. Palinha needs an inform in the future to be good, because his pace needs to be a little bit higher, but this card for 3.8k is ridiculous. He's genuinely so good in the game. Passing could be a little bit weird with him, I will admit. Specifically like on the weak foot and stuff, because of the 3-star weak foot. It would have been nice if he had a 4-star weak foot. But the passing stats being in a decent area, it compensates for it. And again, the main priority for this card is to be a defensive monster. The next card, and this is where you can change it up, right? I'm going to show you guys afterwards. But I have Tudom, because Tudom actually has the evolutions card. I don't know if I can change it in the squad builder. Can I change it in the squad builder? Oh, I can. Nice. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so we have the evolutions Tudom, right? This is the guy. I have to actually level him up on one of my accounts because I have the version just before that, but I have like Gravenbridge and stuff too. But yeah, Tudom is there because one, he has the high work rates, right? And he's just a taller player to have in the midfield setup. It's very important to have these big guys playing in these positions because if you take a look at the evolutions version of the card with the playstyles that he has, he's got relentless, press proven, pinged pass, tiki taka, all of these very nice traits to work with, especially on a shadow chemistry style, because the card becomes a controlled, lengthy player, right? The other card that I've been using in that position is Gravenbridge, right? Gravenbridge is a card that I recently unlocked on the other account. It took forever because when you're in the higher divisions, I had to do it through Foot Champs actually, because Foot Champs' matchmaking is easier than division rivals. But Gravenbridge is another very good option. Why? Because this card, you know, I didn't necessarily make him a controlled lengthy player because on a shadow he gets like more improved defensive stats. But honestly, even if you were to give him an anchor chemistry style and make him a controlled lengthy player, this would also be a pretty good option. Like this card actually performs well in game. I don't necessarily always feel like I need to give him the controlled lengthy, especially since the main instruction for these types of cards in the midfield setup is usually cut pass lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. But that's an option you can work with too, because, and I'll show you guys at the end how you can change it up. But yeah, it's another midfield option to work with because again, taller player in the midfield setup. Your defensive stats obviously matter in this game, but not as much as previous years, right? In this year's game, if you have defensive stats like this, like they still do defensive things for you, right? But yeah, left-hand side, we have Jota. Super happy I selected this guy, obviously for the Portuguese reasons, but also for in-game reasons. This guy is an absolute monster. Why? Because Jota is a player who has a high-low work rate with 5-star skill moves, right? This card on a hunter chemistry style, boosting the shooting to be as high as possible while working with the high-low work rate on a 5-star skill is amazing, okay? He's genuinely really good, especially since having that aggression in those side positions is really nice to work with. Obviously, the shooting being on the lower side causes for inconsistency. You really have to work your high percentage strikes, but this card is really good. Look at all the play styles that he has. Trickster, first touch, flare, technical power shot, bunch of crazy stuff to work with, but you'll see why we have him in the team. On the right hand side, we have Diaby, very solid option to work with in the beginning of the year. As you guys know, I told you guys in last year's game that Diaby was one of the cards you had to get in the beginning, and for this year's game it's no different, okay? Diaby's card in game is a crazy left stick dribbler, right? And a key thing here is the fact that he is a left-footed player starting off on the right-hand side, which is the same with Jota being a right-footed player starting off on the left-hand side, because then you can rotate them to the other position. But Diaby, again, this playstyle plus right here, the quick step, is a crazy nuts playstyle to work with. That initial acceleration to open up space is super helpful on the attack. Next striker we have, or not next striker, but next player here is going to be Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann is an absolute monster in this game. Monster, okay? This guy is a beast. Because of the 4-2-3-1 formation that I like to use so much, this guy in the cam position, let me tell you, bro, this guy moves across the pitch and makes your team just move a certain way that's just brilliant. And with Griezmann in game, right? With Griezmann in game, this guy has all of the crazy traits. Chip shot, he's got the finesse shot plus, which is incredibly noticeable in this year's game, right? You don't even have to necessarily green time those strikes. He's got Trivela, flare, like. The only downside of this card is a 4-star weak foot, or the 3-star weak foot doesn't have a 4-star weak foot, for consistency and finishing. But look at what this card is formatted like on the finishing with a hunter chemistry style. He's at 98 for finishing on a hunter with 88 acceleration, 88 for sprint speed. Ridiculous, okay? Very good card. If you play 4-2-3-1, put this guy in your cam position. He's gonna be amazing for you. And then next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Karim Benzema. Guys, you guys know how I freaked out about Benzema's card in last year, or not last year, but 2 years ago or 3 years ago, flashback Benzema, how I freaked out about that card. I'm like, this is the only like proper attacking AI striker in the game. This year's game, completely different for the rare gold versions. If you gave me team of the season Kareem Benzema from last year, he still does not touch this rare gold card. This right here is the best version of Benzema we've ever had because, and I told you guys this all the time back in the day for Benzema's reviews, I'm like, guys, he has a medium, but he moves a certain way where if EA just gave him the high-low for the games back then, this guy would have the best attacking AI in the game. And they never did it. They never, ever did it. It's like they didn't want to release an overpowered attacking AI. Even the team of the season didn't have it, right? This guy on a medium, completely different story because this year's game, you can give him a hunter, make him a controlled, lengthy player, and then work with the absolute insane playstyles yet again. Trivela, finesse shot, plus dead ball, incisive pass, tiki-taka. Like, bro, this guy's attacking AI is... I was so happy to find out that he was this good. I really was, man. I even tweeted it out saying how good he was. And again, I don't mean to influence the market this way, right? But I had to let people know that this card is genuinely better than the flashback Benzema card. Like, he is amazing in game. And the best part about this is that he provides me with that link to Jota, right? All you need in this team is going to be a Portuguese manager that gives you the Saudi League links. And there you go. You're on full 33 chemistry. And if you want, the other team that you can make, right, is going to be formatted like this. You put the Gravenberch card, you get his evolutions version, right, to be as high as possible. And then on the left-hand side, you would go with Danuma, right? Do this. You would have to switch the formation to be at a 4-4-2. 4-4-2. Diaby here. Switch to that here. Put that back. Left mid. Evolutions version of the card. Put that back again. Bam. And then you would change this, right? And then you would put a French manager that plays in the Premier League. Well, not plays, but Premier League. Boom. 33 chemistry yet again. So the format of this team, 482k, like it's in the ballpark of 500k. When I first initially made this team like a day or two ago, it was 450 because with Jota being a relentless winger, he's a person that costs 50k as a coin player. And then if you still have the FIFA points from the beginning, then you use your FIFA points towards it as well to get the Jota card and upgrade him to be as high as possible, excuse me, to get that link with the Kareem Benzema. But guys, this is, in my opinion, the best 500k team you can make. It's absolutely brilliant. It's so good that I made it on 2 different accounts. That's how good it is. So guys, the reason why this team is so good, guys, is because of rotation policy. Rotation policy in your team is super, super important to have, okay? Because you can line up a team like this in different ways, right? So right off the bat, 4-2-3-1, I'm playing Griezmann as a cam, Benzema as a striker, left-footed Diaby on the left-hand side, right-footed Danuma on the right-hand side, right? And then Gravenberch, because he has the weak foot, I leave him as the left center defensive mid, and then Chouamani on the right-hand side. But I can even rotate this to a 4-4-2 formation where Griezmann is playing as a left striker or right because his finesse shots are nuts, right? But key thing here, right? He has the drift wide instruction. So sometimes that means going to the left side, and then sometimes I mean going to the right side. So if he goes to the right side and I get that cut inside for that finesse shot, he's gonna be nuts to work with on those, right? But you could see left-footed Diaby on the left-hand side, Danuma on the right-hand side, right? So it's very nice to be able to rotate this consistently because even if I line up in a 4-3-2-1 and I need an attacking-oriented center mid, Griezmann's going to be that guy because he's high work rated. So you have such a good balance in your team in general. So that's pretty much how the team lines up, guys. I do prefer the one that has Jota and Thuram in it more because Jota's way more responsive than Danuma, and he has a 5-star skills and it's fantastic to work with. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the highlights of how the team moves. You guys are going to see, man, it's just silky smooth gameplay for the most part because Ozio's 4-2-3-1 is absolutely incredible. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll show you guys the highlights right now. Oh, Griezmann is just... oh, he's so good, man. Griezmann. Could be something on. He's in here. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. I like it. This team is disgusting.
Given away is cleverly won. Moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Chance to go ahead. And
What?
certainly made to look that way. Griezmann, and he'll take this on.
Dude, Griezmann's overpowered, man.
Players waiting in the centre. Benzema, real opportunity. Job not done yet. Looking for the angle.
Beauty. Let's go, Jota. I like that. I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Options in the middle. De Bruyne.
Oh, the goalies are stupid. Wow.
Tempo and be a lot braver with their passing and their movement. This can only get better.
The cut back. Must take the lead here.
Beautiful. There you go, boys. That's what we were waiting for. Always Benzema, man. Always Benzema. This is just... that's the guy right there, honestly.
Marcos Llorente has it. This is Varane. Good use of the ball as they look to extend their lead. He must finish.
Manual goalkeeping. Ooh, Benzema, you are so beautiful, Benzema.
Griezmann. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. To edge ahead.
Oh, dude, this card is amazing, man.
Tchouaméni. Benzema. This chance to win it.
Let's go.
The cross in. Tchouaméni. Mendy. Oh, a great chance.
Let's go, boys. Well played, well played.
Now Diaby. Fell on Mendy. Diaby.
Oh, Diaby, you're weak foot, man. Oh,
Mendy. With time and space. Let's open up for him.
beauty.
Have you seen they've been punished?
Let's go.
Ball won back pretty easily there. In behind, can he finish?
Hey, I'll create that space with Karim. The dream. Karim the dream.
Line-up today. Alisson is in goal. James Maddison plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in central midfield, and the man tasked with leading the line is
Griezmann. He's overpowered. I love this card. He can have my children.
Onto Griezmann. Aurelian Tchouaméni. Well, this is mesmerising to watch. Such good possession. Oh, a great chance.
Beauty, boys. Let's go.
It's one that tight.
Oh, the movimentals, man.
Griezmann. Can he finish? Oh, can't.
Nice and composed. Just left stick around the goalkeeper.
Varane. Great chance here. Off the upright. And
That works, sure.
surely they're home and
Alrighty then.
oh, a great chance. It's got to be. Real opportunity.
That works. Did a shot cancel to kind of force the animation of the goalie there too.